Welcome to another Elite Guardians video. Mark Live here, bringing you Bilbo Baggins, a whopper of a fighter. You'll either faceplant or just school them noobs with this build. Bilbo is one of the strongest fighters I've come across, and yet he's one of the squishiest ever. You're asking yourself, how in the hell can this guy stay alive? Well, Mark Live is here to show you how. Let's start with this build. Now you're asking yourself, do I just stack health until about level 8, 10-ish? Well, it depends. Here's what I got, and I'll tell you exactly what it does and can do. I start with a 4-slot relic called Vapors of Gorgoroth, which grants me 3% lifesteal per level on my basic attacks. Now that's quite a lot of lifesteal right there. Now the gems is what's important. The first gem I have stacked is a 1.6 health regen, which activates very early in game. So if you're having trouble with the health regen shrines, then this gem makes up a little bit. Because Bilbo is so damn squishy. And you'll just probably want to rage quit. That's what most of these Bilbos are doing. The next gem is a 5% lifesteal from basic attacks. By this point you're gaining back a lot of health. That's key to staying in lane and really being able to withstand a couple of fights. And this unlocks really early. The next two rubies are your decision, but I slot two 10% crit damages. This gives me 20% chance to crit. Now you can stack the basic attacks ones as well. It's really your decision. Both of these gems are legit regardless. Once this relic unlocks around level 8, your lifesteal is bringing in more than 50 to 80 life per basic attack. That's incredible. Plus you're doing serious damage as well. Once this relic activates, you're now a hybrid support player. Well, I say a hybrid support player, and you should be carrying easily by this point. The next relic I have is Red Arrow, and for every ruby in my belt, my basic attacks deal 2% damage. And I have 6 rubies in this belt. And inside that relic, I'm stacking 2 more gems that do 2% more damage. And I also slot another 2% more damage at the end, which alone gives me 6% damage on top of the 6 times 2% more damage. So I'm instantly hitting for 18% more damage. And on top of that, by level 14, your lifesteal is gaining more than 104 health back. Bilbo is honestly the ultimate machine. He's still squishy as hell, but always make sure to be hitting something. The great thing about this belt, it's always instant. Nothing on cooldown, nothing on to build up, etc. Just straight up ponage. Bilbo's abilities are awesome. His taunt, I believe, is the farthest taunt in the game, and boy does it help you in the lane. It's called Addercop. The great thing, it has no cooldown, but you can't target the same guardian for 10 seconds. A little bit later I'll explain how this taunt will win you in lanes, because with it I'm able to solo 2v1, give or take depending on the guardians that I'm facing, and win the lanes and kills hands down. Next ability is the Gaffer's Home Cider. This is a buff for Bilbo, boosting his attack speed and crit damage, and reduces his own damage resistance. Next you have Stealth, basically self-explanatory. This is mainly to get away, sneak up on players, etc. Bilbo's ultimate is honestly awesome. It teleports him to the guardians and does serious ability power damage. It has very big radius to activate, so guardians are tough to get away if this is up. Now here's where I want to stress more with Bilbo, because it seems a lot of players are really struggling in lane with Bilbo and pretty much rage quitting hardcore. And I was there. It took several matches to finally figure out where Bilbo exceeds in, and I learned it by mistake. So I want to show you here. When it comes to early game, Bilbo shouldn't push too hard forward, but that depends on who you're laning with also. So since I was 2v1 up top, the best way to level up is tower hugging and using your taunt to pull in the guardians, which in turn gets hit by the tower at least once. This is a huge deal. You're using the tower to your benefit, and in return the guardian is scrambling to get away, so you're able to get in there for another hit or two, thus probably eliminating half the guardian's health. This is your key feature in lane, and in Guardians of Middle-earth it can really be done simply by your taunt. If you're able to push forward, make sure you have a health shrine, but at least your first gem unlocked, and no more than likely you'll want to make sure that you have the advantage every single time. Thanks for watching another Elite Guardians video. Please subscribe, and also check us out on Twitch, where we stream daily, twitch.tv/EliteGuardians. You can also follow us on Twitter for updates, and if you want us to do a specific character, let us know in the comments below, and we'll do our best to get a video quickly up.